Hello everyone. The farcical nature of Irish politics continues. Over the last number of days we've seen an absolute farcical episode in Ireland where we've had members of the Regional Independent Group led by Michael Lowry set up a regional technical group for speaking rights to be on the opposition benches, even though they themselves have been key orchestrators and signatories to the programme for government, who have themselves said they will support the government through the good and bad days and have a 5-year contract with Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael. So the big day for Micheál Martin today has turned out to be an absolute shambles, an absolute farce. The latest news is that this will go to the Dail Reform Committee to be discussed about the speaking rights and see how that develops. It's already undermined the role of the Count Corla, Verona Murphy, who's in her highly paid and lucrative position of well over €250,000. Of course, she was put in that position by profoundly corrupt Michael Lowry. This is an absolute farce and a shambles and really shows up Irish democracy for what it is. An absolute farce. Over the last number of days, we've seen Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael attend parliamentary party meetings, attend regional conferences and special Ardèches, and having the arrogance and entitlement to say they're going to have and lead government for the next 4 to 5 years. This coalition will not last 4 or 5 years, I guarantee that, because it shows up itself today to be an absolute shambles. And anybody who supports it really has to have a long, hard look at themselves. Over the last number of days, the World Economic Forum have been meeting in Davos, and one of the government ministers has been in attendance with the head of the IDA, Peter Burke, who saw it more fit to attend the unelected World Economic Forum in Davos rather than be here in Ireland. And of course, we have serious pressing issues here in Ireland, such as the homeless crisis, such as the immigration chaos, health chaos, and many more myriad of crises, all manufactured by the ruling elites and the political classes who facilitate them. But now they've decided to take a 2-week break until the 5th of February before they sit again. This is a government that has been off for the last 9 weeks since the election on the 29th of November. Today will sit for a number of hours to elect the TD or a Taoiseach and elect a government in terms of a cabinet also as well, and get their seals of office off Michael D. Higgins and Áras Neutron, and then fill into their jobs over the next number of weeks. People have to wake up to this nonsense. This is about power and privilege for the very rich in society and for the elite politicians. They don't serve the interests of the people. They serve the interests of the corporations, the big oligarchs. In the last number of days, another report was issued from Oxfam to say 2 billionaires in Ireland have the same wealth as 50% of the population. That is horrific. There's no redistribution of wealth where people that need services and access to resources who are suffering on hospital trolleys today, on hospital waiting lists, waiting for special needs assessment, waiting on housing lists. But of course, this government and the politicians are more interested in grandstanding and playing punch and Judy politics rather than dealing with the underlying crisis. But it shows you really how out of touch they are when they think they can actually pull the wool over people's eyes by pretending they're in opposition at the same time while being government. You really could not make this up. You just could not make this up. And Ireland should be the laughingstock politically, and it really should be, of what's going on. And please share this video far and wide to anybody you know in Ireland and internationally to explain what's really going on in Irish society today. We need to take power back to our communities, take sovereignty back, and start having dictate the policy of our state, which is our constitutional right, which has been sold up the river by these politicians who are more interested in bowing down to their masters in Brussels and Davos and their globalist bosses rather than serving the interests of ordinary people with ordinary concerns and with more logical policies that puts the needs of our citizens first. Thanks for all support and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Slán.